We're making a hub today, and as an example of what we're doing, I'll show you right here. Dirty, of course, but so what we're doing is we're processing these chunks right now, and that is in the lathe just like this, and we're gonna basically do these two bores. Just gonna rough them for now. We're not doing the finished bore. We'll come back and do that later, but we're gonna do the two rough bores, drill a hole, and put this O-ring groove in. So we're setting up for that right now. So I'm gonna bring my cart over here so I don't have to travel back and forth. I got a bit of a mess going on in here. We've been busy as hell and never had time to clean up, but it will. Here's Bogan. He finally got himself a new bed. Hey, Bog. And a brand new teddy bear. New bed and a new teddy bear. Oh, you good boy. That's more comfortable than that old mare mattress, eh? You're a good fella. Okay. So I always do my rough bores and then my finished bores like either the next day or a few hours later, because doing this puts some heat in the bar and I don't use any coolant because it just makes a mess. So it's better to just let the chunk of billet cool down and normalize in size before I go in and take that last finish cut off to get the press fit for the raceway right. So we're going to kick off at 1.5 inches deep here. Okay, the next thing we got to do is we got to set our stop, because we're going to cycle this to square off the back to get the end of that seat faced, and we'll loosen off the clamp and just like that. And now when I screw it back up to the physical stop, it'll stop me right where I want to be. So right, so I think I want to stop at the 5. Right there. And just for reference, I'm going to put 105 right on top. 105. Just so I know where to stop. Okay, the next thing we got to do is we got to change this tool right here. And we have to put, come on you bugger, have to put a little grooving tool in that I made. We'll take the boring bar out and replace it with this little grooving tool, and that'll make a perfect little O-ring groove for a 3/16 O-ring. Now I should have did this without that part in the chuck, but maybe what I can do is take that part out and put it back in, because it's easier to set this off an existing part. But we're going to set our 0 here first. Okay. Stop it right there. I don't know if we can get away with this. Might stick out too far. Come on, you bugger. Okay. Make sure that's straight. And then we'll tighten that up. Is my punch in my pocket. So chuck, as you expect, the 3-jaw chuck's always got a little bit of run out, never perfect. So I mark it just so that when I put it back in, I don't double up the run out. It's probably got like 2,000s, maybe 3,000s run out. I'd say closer to 2. But so if you put it out 180 degrees, or put it in 180 degrees from the first hold, it would double the run out essentially. So anyway, what we want to do is just hold that in there for a minute. The depth doesn't really matter yet. We're just trying to get the height set right. Make sure it's spinning true. And then we'll set the height of that grooving tool. And then we'll worry about setting the depth once we get the other bar back in. Okay, I'd say we're pretty good right there for height. Take this back out. Oh, I meant to get my cart. My cart's already starting to accumulate junk. I had it cleaned off just for this reason, just so I can do these jobs without having to walk all over the shop. But anything with a flat surface is something to set things on, like you just saw me do there. So these puppies down here for now. Then find our X again, which is right there. And we'll tighten it back up in the same spot. Okay. All right, next thing we want to do is make sure we're on 0. Oh, I put it in. I'm out 180 degrees on this. Good thing I caught that. Height should still be fine. I just got to rotate it 180 degrees and reset the depth. Right? So we'll touch off the face and push until we hit our 0. So I make sure I touch off with all of my tools and set them at 1-0 so that I don't have to continuously adjust my dial. I've got digital readout on the slide, but I don't have any digital on the boring setup. So now, so I'll make sure that's vertical. Say right about there. I'll go and touch off one more time before I tighten it. And we're touching there. And we're at 0. So we'll lock that tool in place. This tool won't move. Now this tool will stay here. But I have to be real ginger with it because it will break the end off that fairly easy if I'm too aggressive. So we're going to take that in according to my drawing. It's not in my drawing. I think 110 thousandths because I believe the O-ring is 120. Do 10 thousandths crush on the O-ring. let's look at an O-ring and double check. I know I've got a bunch over here, right here. So our O-ring is actually 140 thousandths. So we're gonna go in 120 thousandths. That'll be 20 thousandths crush probably. We'll go there first, and then we'll decide if we want to go more after we test fit that O-ring. A little bit of WD-40 just to keep things nice and smooth, and we'll just feed it in by hand. Now we're starting to make our groove. We're in 40 thousandths right now. $60 thousandths, 80 thousandths. Give that a little drink. $100 thousandths. That's 120 thousandths deep. Just deburr the outer edge a little bit. I should have brought that O-ring over with me so I don't have to walk across the shop again. And we'll try our O-ring. So it fits, but we're a little bit fat. A little bit extra O-ring, that'll be all right. It won't really matter for this particular one. But I'm going to raise that up just a hair. But I like that amount of stick out, so let's take this up 10 more thousandths. Let's go up 15 more thousandths, and on the next hub that will come into play. So looks like this hub is ready to go on the floor, and we'll start another one from scratch. See what we got in there. It's drilled in 2 steps. So we'll come in later and do the other end of this hub after this end has been completed. Because we're gonna get this end finished and put it in the CNC mill, and we're gonna mill out that notch that you see in our other hub here, right? So we've got to mill out this notch, and then we got to drill and tap these holes from this side, and it's easier to hold it in the mill when it's a full diameter than it is that small diameter. So yeah, we'll finish this side, do those steps probably. It'll be in the next video or another video. But anyway, if you're so interested that you want to watch the whole series, it'll all be recorded, is my plan. Okay. So the first thing we got to do is we face this and turn the shoulder. You can see we got a little bit of wobble. Normally, like with anything else, I'd true it up, but it doesn't matter because where the wobble is, we're going to take like an inch or more material off. But where it's being held in the jaws, there's no wobble, and that's where it's going to be left full diameter later. It'll all make sense. But anyway, so what we're going to do is just turn the wobble off rather than take the time to try and true it perfect. Easier to do this way. Okay, for some reason got a visitor here. G'day, young lad. Dog got a new bed. He's styling now. So where did you leave off yesterday?
I just finished doing these.
Right, did you do... You still got to do the faces on there, right?
I think I did them ones.
They don't look to be shiny on the edge. Pick one up there and we'll take a look.
The edge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? So you got to do them. And then there's a bunch more on the plasma table here you can actually take out of the plasma table as part of your job. And you can run them through the belt sander as well. Do that first before you try to clean them. And there's, like, don't worry about the small ones yet. Just worry about the outer ones. We got to get these big ones processed so that they can make sprockets. Okay? Yep. You can steal this extension cord too. We're probably going to do a little cleanup here in a couple hours too. It's getting to be a bit too far gone in here. But I hate these frickin' safety glasses, man. This thing won't stay on. Garbage. Garbage, garbage. Oh, they're all chewed up. And they're brand new. Okay. You can really see the wobble now. But it won't matter. Now that we've got this, we're concentric or with the chunk, and we've got a nice face so that when we face this off, we'll have the correct length of part before we start processing this end. So I'm going to stamp that on the X. There. Okay, 5.150, I think. That'll give me 20 thousandths freeboard on that end. We're making the part 5 and 1/30 total overall length. With WD-40, make everything come apart nicer. Don't even think I need to. aggressive. And then we'll bore.